Kal Hala Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai B'Hashem Rekal Kodash Barakta Yahweh Barakta Yahushai.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Double honor to Elder GMS Great Millstone.
Khan. Shalom, shalom. We out here and it's doing some kind of thunderstorms. So we found a shelter that we can come under while we do today's lesson. Today's lesson is going to be on the MOTB, the mark of the beast, and what it is. And we're going to bring out scriptures and precepts on that. I'm Kasab Bakayar, and I'm accompanied by Brother David. So we're going to be bringing out this lesson today.
By the powers of the Holy Spirit from Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai.
Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
It's possible that even if you have to have CBDC in some form, that you're not destroying the banking system if you do it the way China is doing it. Now you have to remember, China only recently introduced their banking system, and it seems they were not willing to already give it up. They have already CBDC. It's still a pilot project, but it's introduced, among millions of people already. But it was introduced on purpose in such a way that it would not harm the banking system, and therefore is a more truthful sort of update of the old paper money. But of course, it still has the control aspects. So at least it's not killing the banking system. The way they do this is by requiring you to have a bank account in order to get CBDC. So it's not a direct account at the central bank. It's only through your bank that you can get it. You see how simple that is, and of course could be done over here, but they're not discussing it in say the ECB is not discussing it, because you see their agenda is to get rid of banks. But this alternative exists. But then, of course, the key problem is this control aspect, which at the moment they haven't stepped up in China, but that can be introduced any time. And that, of course, is a concern. Also, they never talk about the nature of this CBDC. What is it actually going to look like? They never talk about that.
Right.
But I heard one European central banker tell me what it's going to look like. He saw it. He was invited to one of the old central banks in Europe that are very much promoting this, and they showed him. And he's a top executive director of another central bank in Europe, and there's no reason to believe that he was telling me a story. And it was around this large and would be implanted under your skin. So that is the plan.
Right.
And of course, that has other implications on top of what we've mentioned, on top of the control aspects, because that actually enters your body, in my view, violates human dignity, and can be then used for, even in terms of functionality, beyond the monetary and economic transaction purposes. So highly dangerous, and definitely something we have to oppose. And so using cash is one of the things we can do to make sure that the hurdle will be higher for the central planners to introduce the CBDC.
CBDC is going to be the future currency of the world. It is necessary that every central bank, every country works on CBDCs.
The ultimate goal that these people have in mind is the goal to create a one world government run by the banking industry, run by the bankers, and they're doing it in sections. The European currency, the euro, and the European Constitution is one part of it. Now they're trying to do it in America with the North American Union, right? And they want to create a new currency called the Amero, right? And the whole agenda is to create a one world government where everybody has a new currency called the Amero, right? And the whole agenda is to create a one world government where everybody has an RFID chip implanted in them. All money is to be in those chips, right? There'll be no more cash. And this is giving me straight from Rockefeller himself. This is what they want to accomplish. And all money will be in your chips. And so instead of having cash, anytime you have money in your chip, they can take out whatever they want to take out whenever they want to. If they say you owe us this much money in taxes, they just deduct it out of your chip digitally.
Total control.
Total control. And if you're like me or you, and you're protesting what they're doing, they can just turn off your chip. And you have nothing they're doing. They can just turn off your chip. And you have nothing. You can't buy food. You can't do anything. It's total control of the people.
And that chip's connected to a database that has your purchasing records, what you do, what you sell.
Everything is in there, you know?
All right, Shalom. We're going to go to the book of Revelation. We're going to read chapter 13, verses 16 through 18. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Verse 18. Here's wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666.
Alright, in Revelation chapter 13, verse 16, he calleth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, prison, to receive a mark in their right hand or left hand. This one is the RFID CHIP, or in their foreheads, the brain CHIP. Give an example, Elon MUSK, Neuralink.
With that Neuralink.
And that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. So it's being used for buying and selling. The elites of Esau want everybody CHIPPED. They want everybody like that. What do the bankers deal with? They deal with buying and selling. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for is the number of a man, and his number is 666. So you go in the blue letter, 666. You see here. There. Chi Psi Stigma.
Strong's G 5516. Chi Psi Stigma. Chi Psi Stigma.
Alright, you go into stigma.
Strong's G 4742. Stigma. Stigma.
A mark pricked in or branded upon the body. To ancient Oriental usage, slaves and soldiers bore the name or the staff of their master or commander. Let's bring it up because the rain noise. Bore the name or the staff of their master or commander, branded or pricked, cut. You see here, cut. Into their bodies to indicate what master or general they belonged to, and there were even some devotees who stamped themselves in this way with the token of their gods. So it's a physical thing, it's not spiritual thing. Esau is a carnal man, which he's going to imprint with a carnal mark. And in Revelation chapter 13, verse 16, you go there for mark, is charagma, or charagma.
Charagma.
I think it's, let's see.
Strong's G 5480. Charagma. Charagma.
Charagma. A stamp, an imprinted mark. Go to the etymology.
Strong's G 5482. Charax. Charax.
A pale or stake, a palisade, not a car palisade. John the Revelator received these visions on the island of Patmos. He's comparing it to what of his time period. And his time period is very old. Stake. Palisade. John the Revelator is comparing it to him more than 2,000 years ago. There. So you see, it's a physical thing.
It's a physical thing. It's not something that's spiritual. This mark is not spiritual. This mark is not sin. This mark is is physical, and it is the micro C hip that will be implanted in those that accept it or that's going to receive it.
God.
And with that micro C hip, it is the elect that are going to reject it. And at this time point, we are calling ourselves the hopeful elect, building our faith. So in the time of temptation, when that comes, we will be ready to withstand and reject it.
God. And in Revelation chapter 13, verse, where is it? 16. And he called it all, both small and, see, and he called it all. If the mark of the beast is sin, how is Esau going to put sinful thoughts in our mind? He can't do that.
He can't do
He
that.
can't do that.
That's not going to work because
It's not sin.
right.
All right. You want to go somewhere, brother?
Yeah, I wanted to bring up this article. All right, this article is found on CNN.com. The title is "Will the U.S. Dollar Become a Digital Currency?" And the author is Sean Alakaka and Paul Caricio and David Tony. It was published on Thursday, May 16, 2024. It states, the digital dollar has the potential to become the backbone of the United States economy and change the face of global commerce. Known as central bank digital currency, CBDC, the proposed electronic currency would make the financial transactions completely digital, which would make transferring money faster and cheaper. It has also become a hot button issue, with Republican lawmakers weighing in on the topic and voicing concerns. So critics say that there are massive privacy and security issues, and an electronic currency could give the U.S. government unprecedented control over transactions. Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell said in March the possibility of launching a digital dollar in the U.S. was slim to none. So what will it take to create a digital dollar here in the United States? Now, in this article, is talking about is it possible for the U.S. dollar to go completely digital? And what they're talking about is how are they going to do it? They're facing some concerns. There's some uncertainties, privacy issues, and so forth. But but we can see that technology and that it's already here in places like Sweden when they already have it. They already have people that have been micro C hit. They're operating cars, they're operating houses, they're transferring money here and there, paying for goods and services. So it's only a matter of time before it's going to be implemented worldwide. And articles like this, it just goes to show that even though somebody's saying that they may have an opinion about it, if they think it's bad, if whatever they're going to think, what they write about, it's on all roads are going to lead up to the micro C hip. All over global. It's something that can't be stopped. It's something that's not going to be able to be deferred to say, well, somebody has it, somebody doesn't, this person doesn't, this one tried it out, they didn't like it, so they take it back. It's not going to be that case.
And we believe the elites are going to do it by some sort of Black Swan event or some 9/11 event. Some sort of tragic event. How the elites do order out of chaos. So it starts some chaos, then out of that chaos do order.
And it's also not a word to save all Israel at the moment. All Israel will not be saved when Yahushua comes to take down this Babylonian kingdom and bring Esau down once and for all. Zechariah 13:8 is talking about, and it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord, 2 parts therein be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein. So 2/3 of our people are going to be cut off and die, and only the third is going to be left to go into the salvations, to enter on those chariots when Yahushua comes back. So there's only a small amount of people or a small figure that's going to be receiving salvation. Then the remaining parts of Israel, they'll come in the kingdom as our children.
All Israel shall be saved.
Revelation chapter 3 and verse 11. Behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown. So be not deceived and don't waver in your faith, that no one steal it from you. Let no man take thy crown. Don't let nobody take your faith that in Yahushua is coming back in his chariots in full glory to take down America, which is Babylon, and to save the elect, to give them salvation, because that's what our faith is building up for. That's what we're striving for.
God. This is so when Yahushua come back, Matthew chapter 24, verse 31, make it a red letter.
Con.
Red letter words of Yahushua. Matthew chapter 24, verse 31. And he shall send and he shall send his angels with the great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other. Yahushua is coming back with the angels, and the angels are going to have chariots as well. Isaiah chapter 26, verse 20. Come, my people, enter thou into thy chambers, and shut thy doors about thee. Hide thyself, as it were, for a little moment, until the indignation be overpassed. So when Yahushua come back, the elect are going to enter into thy chambers, referring to the chariots. It's not ships. Revelation chapter 11, verse... Alright, Salakia. The precept I was thinking, Revelation chapter 18, verse 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come up out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. So the elect is going to be delivered by when the chariots come back. By way of the chariots, he shall send out his angels with the great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other. And we are going to be caught up together with the clouds, which is the chariots.
That's right, con.
We shall meet Yahushua. Yahushua is going to be with the chariot. He's coming back in. So you're like going to be there. Meet Yahushua.
Con. We're going to go to Revelation chapter 2 and verse 10. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. That's the ultimate goal. No matter what we're going to reject, it's about being faithful unto death, to this truth, to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, because we know that this is not our rest, this is not our peace. This isn't even our land. This is the land of captivity that we're living in right now. But there is a time that's going to come where we will be put back into our land, and this rulership that we are under subjection now is going to completely end. And then the rulership of Jacob, we'll say the rulership of Jacob is going to start from 2nd Esdras 6 and 9. Brother, read that for me.
For Esau is the end. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth.
That's right. And it's about that crown of life. The crown of life. That crown of life is that immortality. That crown of life is worshiping and being and dwelling with Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai for eternity. Our crown of life is not America. It's not a corporation. It's not finances. It's none of that. This is all systems that Esau developed to keep us in bondage.
These wicked philosophies. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 6, verse 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. What for what?
Revelation 11 and 8. I want to bring this out because the brother talked about, it was a scripture a few moments ago about being in Esau's philosophies. And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom in Egypt, where also our Lord was crucified. So their dead bodies are our people that are dead asleep to this truth. They don't have no idea what's going on. And then spiritually called Sodom in Egypt. That's America. That's Babylon. Sodomy, because of the abomination that takes place in the LGBTQ and so forth community, and other abominations that are committed. Egypt, which is coming from a standpoint of slavery, of bondage. Bondmen and bondwomen. And who are the slaves in Egypt? We are.
Captivity.
We in captivity. We are the slaves. Where also our Lord was crucified. That took place in the Renaissance, and it's still going on now, where they have pictures depicting what Yahushua apparently looks like, with blonde hair, blue eyes, and very fair light skin, looking like an Edomite. That's a complete lie. That's a joke.
He covers the faces of the judges.
Let's get that.
The world is given to the hand of the wicked. He covers the face of the judges. If not him, then. Right. Joel chapter 9, verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covers the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? He covers the faces of the judges. He covered the face of Yahweh Shai. He covered the faces of the men of the Israelites.
Con.
Whitewash everybody. Now when you think about Moses, you think about that movie with Moses. That white man, Joseph, the white man, Jesus of Nazareth.
The white man, the Edomite.
This ain't right. You know he covered the face of the Heavenly Father Yahweh, made him as some half-naked man with a beard, floating in underwears on naked babies in the clouds. You know he covered the angels. He got the angels as all naked babies.
Look at, they call them cherubs on those ceilings of those churches and those Roman buildings.
So God is flying on a bunch of naked babies in heaven. In that picture with Adam and going like this.
Brother, get that scripture. I am angry with the wicked every day.
God.
I'm going to read Isaiah chapter 47 and verse 3. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man. So whose nakedness is uncovered? Esau. And what he did, and what he has done to the children of Israel, and the shame, even to the other nations. And the shame shall be seen. Now the whole world can witness what the Edomites have done. The whole world can witness what they did, not only to the children of Israel, but to the other nations. If you disagree with this wicked man about his philosophies, especially in the Sodomite community, they want to come after you. They want to threaten you, kill you, bomb you. They want everybody to fall after this abominable lifestyle.
Hate speech. Prison time.
And if you want to call it out for what it is, that is wrong as abomination, then it's a hate speech. How in the world can something be a hate speech when you're calling it out because the scriptures is directly talking against it?
He called good evil and evil good.
I will take vengeance. So the Most High is coming back for vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man. He's not coming back as a man. He's coming back in his full celestial powers and all glory to wage war.
And the Most High Yahweh, he's not going to come back like that. He's going to send his son back, Yahweh Shai. And Yahweh Shai is coming back in the name of his father. This is the precept you wanted, brother.
Go ahead.
All right. God, Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai, judgeth the righteous, and the power is angry with the wicked every day.
That's right. Angry with the wicked every day. Now, there are things in life that I have been angry with. There are having people that I have been angry with. Even family members would not, you get angry with somebody. And then in our form that we in now, you can kind of go day by day by day and then let that go and move on with your life. But the Most High is angry with the wicked every day.
He sees all that in detail.
Exactly.
All the disgusting details.
Yes. Every act of abomination. Every act of sin.
That was Psalm chapter 7 verse 11 I read.
Even those that make these unrighteous decrees, because in Isaiah chapter 5 and verse 20, woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, and bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. Oh, it's okay to go around with the Sodomite community. They just want to be loved and love other people. No, that's not what the scripture says. The scripture calls it this abomination. It's okay to read this philosophy, read that philosophy, put them together, find some type of new spiritual awareness, or as the Buddhist people call it, enlightenment or ascension, and all this other stuff that they go through.
Going after a strange woman.
After a strange woman, after strange gods. That's whoredom.
Leviticus chapter 18 verse 22. Thou shalt not lie with mankind as with womankind. It is an abomination.
There it is.
No.
Mankind shall not lie with womankind, because that is an abomination. So all these men out here that are committing sodomite acts on one another, no.
And oh no.
and we're not going to receive it, and we're all going to call it out, and we are going to talk against it, and we are going to. I got that. I got one for you. I got a precept. Let me get it out really quick.
Place America, Babylon, it is not your rest. This place is polluted. It's America.
Isaiah chapter 58, first verse. Cry aloud, spare not. Lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show my people their transgression, and the house of Jacob their sins, which is exactly what we're doing right now, which is exactly what our apostles and elders are doing, and all of the other brothers that are crying out against these transgressions, that are crying out against these abominations, in this wickedness. Go ahead, brother.
Micah chapter 2, verse 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you even with the sword destruction. This place in America is polluted. It's all right, brother. It's all right.
It's polluted. Even as we doing this lesson, there's other people around us in shelters like the one that we are. There's kids playing. There's other people supposedly getting with their families or doing something. There was a reception for a wedding when we were coming in, and what these people are doing is they're all involved in wickedness. They all are eating pig and pork. They're all the crabs and shrimps. We have members of the northern tribe that we don't know, but that are not of, in this truth, probably about 50 feet from us, and that's what they're doing. They're celebrating, eating, and drinking, but they're eating all the abominable foods. They don't want to give it up. They don't want to listen. And then we have a bunch of Edomites that's to our left at another party doing the same thing. They're all in like a fantasy. They're all like in a trance because they're so in love with Babylon that they can do this, that, and the other and have their cake and eat it too. However, Yahushua is coming to put a stop to all of this and put a stop to this reign and to completely destroy this place. He's not only going to destroy it with the beams from the chariots, but he's also going to destroy it with nuclear missiles. Nuclear missiles, intercontinental ballistic missiles are going to be fired on America and completely destroy this place. Go ahead, brother.
Ephesians chapter 5, verse 18. And be not drunk with wine wherein is excess, but be filled with the Spirit. People drunk with this wine. Let me get it. They drunk with these philosophies. They drunk with this. Let me get it. Scripture. All right. They drunk with this wine of the wrath of fornication. Let me read it. Revelation chapter 18, verse 3. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of fornication. Wine of the wrath of fornication. Her philosophies. Her love for this sodomy, skittle happy people. By happy, I mean the LGBTQ people. I don't mean you're happy because your favorite food is in front of you. And the kings of the earth.
The abomination community. That's what it is. The community of abomination. And they not only participate in that over here, they have it in Tel Aviv too, with those so-called people calling themselves Jews over there, or the people of the book. In Tel Aviv, they have the largest Skittle people reunion and party that you could ever see. And that's supposed to be the people of the Most High.
According to the Lord,
no.
According to the Lord, it's be put to death. Now we in captivity, so we can't
put them.
We can't
to death.
follow that now.
Now, if we were in our land, we would put them to death and have no problem doing it either.
Yeah. So what we do now is we just cut them people off, but not kill them off. I mean, don't have contact and stuff. And be talking with them. All right. And the kings of the Revelation chapter 18, verse 3, I didn't finish.
Go ahead, brother.
For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her. And the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies. And I read it.
Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 41. If I whet my glittering sword, and mine hand take hold on judgment, I will render vengeance to mine enemies, and will reward them that hate me. This is talking about a nuclear missile, the most hottest glittering sword. Take hold on judgment. America, Babylon, Sodom, and Egypt is going to be judged, and it's going to be completely destroyed. He's going to render his vengeance to his enemies. That's something for us to rejoice about because our Heavenly Father is fighting for us and he's going to completely destroy this place. It will no longer be inhabitable.
And Yahweh Shai reconciles us back to the Father. So that could happen. Yeah, we can't go to the Father directly. We need Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai. So, for God so loved the world, for Yahweh so loved the world, the word there for world in the Greek is cosmos. That's referring to the world, the Israelites. For Yahweh so loved the world, he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever should believe in him should not perish but have everlasting life.
Khan. The last verse of the sentence in this verse for Deuteronomy 32 and 41 was, and will reward them that hate me. So all those that hate Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, they have a reward coming. And that reward is destruction.
Revelation chapter 18 verse 20. Rejoice over her, thou heaven, and ye holy apostles and prophets. For God, the Most High Yahweh, for Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai hath avenged you on her. So when America is destroyed, that's something to rejoice about. That's not
something.
So sad it's gone.
Right.
No, it's not that. That's happy day.
That's right. It is happy day to be rejoiced, to give thanks, to even dance as this place is going down and it will never rise again. After it goes down this time, this is the last captivity, it's not coming back.
And next is the kingdom, spiritual powers, all of it, rulership.
Joel 2 and 7. They shall run like mighty men, they shall climb the wall like men of war, and they shall march everyone on his ways, and they shall not break their ranks. That's talking about the nuclear missiles. Running like mighty men. So when you have a soldier or soldiers and they're running, you can see the soldiers running. They're running in a certain formation. They have their lines and they're going towards the enemy to defeat the enemy.
That's a scary.
That's the same thing with these nuclear missiles, because when they're all launched, they're all going to be launched. They're all going to go up. But then at one point, they're going to come back down at the same time, and they're not going to break their rakes. They're not going to, like, one goes over here, one goes over here. They're going to run into each other. No, they're all going to hit their targets in Babylon. They're not going to break their ranks.
Khan, in Isaiah chapter 47, verse 4, as for our Redeemer, Yahweh of hosts is his name, the Holy One of Israel. Yahweh of hosts. So, the nuclear missiles in ICBM, intercontinental ballistic missiles, are part of the Most High Yahweh, his army. Yahweh of hosts. Verse 4. Slakia. Alright. Checking out. Alright.
I'm getting my precept now. All right. We're going to go into the book of Revelation, chapter 18. We're going to start at verse 5. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and the Most High have remembered her iniquities.
True. The Most High Yahweh remembered her iniquities. Now, you can go on about what happened to the Native American Indians, the Northern Kingdom, and what happened to the Southern Kingdom over here, the torture, the lynching, they raped the men's wives, it's a long list. Verse 6.
Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her double according to her works, in the cup which she hath filled to her double.
In the cup which she hath filled to her double. Khan. We can go on to verse 7.
Because that's that double reward. We had to drink the cup, and so they're gonna drink it as well.
Double.
Verse 7. How much she hath glorified herself and lived deliciously, so much torment and sorrow give her, for she saith in her heart, I sit a queen, and no widow, and shall see no sorrow.
Man, how much she have glorified herself.
Pride.
America has truly glorified herself and lived deliciously. So much Torah. That's horrible. The Most High Yahweh is the King of terrors.
That's right.
Oh, could you get that? Let's get that.
Get that.
King of
So
Terrors.
see no sorrow. America thinks that she's going to see no sorrow, but there is sorrow that is going to be coming. Nuclear missiles are going to come over here on the day of the Lord when Yahweh shall come on chariots. Those laser beams come and
Ooh,
destroy
Isaiah
this land. That's going to be
63.
sorrow. There's going to be other sorrows that's going to hit this land as well because it's going to be famines, and it's going to be, and it already started. You know, there's certain cities right now where migrants are located that are doing a lot of damage. They're seeing a lot of sorrow. There's a lot of theft going on. There's just a lot of thievery. So it's not. So in a way, Babylon contradicts itself because they say one thing, but when you live here, it is another. Uh, you see it a different way. It's supposed to be this land of opportunity, this whole land of freedom of speech and so forth, but that's not really what the case is. There's a lot of censorship. They want you to say what they say, agree with their philosophies, and when you don't do that, then you're ostracized and then you get labeled.
America is bitter. So when Yahweh shall come back, nuclear missiles are going to be sorrow, much sorrow. But before that day, they're seeing sorrow now, as the brother was saying here, with the migrants and the Venezuelan gangs taking over, and Hell's Angels supposed to be fighting. That's going to be a battle zone. You can't go out to walk your dog or whatever. I'm going to get the groceries, and then
There's no groceries in that day.
bullets flying everywhere. Everywhere. It's looking like a war.
Right. All right, brother. I got you. Verse. You got something else before I go to verse 8?
King of Terror, Job chapter 18, verse 14. His confidence shall be rooted out of his tabernacle, and it shall bring him to the King of Terrors. Most High Yahweh is the King of Terrors. Now, as you know, if you didn't know, hell is the grave or is the condition. So, a hellish, being in a hellish condition of terror. So you see, Isaiah 63, verse 1, when Yahweh shall come back.
Mm-hmm.
Who is this that cometh from Edom with dyed garments from Bozrah? Bozrah was the ancient capital of ancient Edom. This is going to take place in America. Who is this that cometh from Edom? Going to take place in America. With dyed garments from Bozrah, going to take place in America. This that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength. I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save. Yahushua is going to save his elect when he comes back. Could you get the precept with Yahushua come back with all his holy angels? And the second one, he's coming in his Father's glory. Oops. It's like Alright. Verse 2. Wherefore art thou red thine apparel, and thy garments like him that treadeth in the wine fat? I have torn the wine press alone, and of the people there was none with me. For I will tread them in mine anger, and trample them in my fury, and their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments, and I will stain all my raiment. Figuratively. So when Yahushua come back, it's going to be a lot of killing. You see that in verse 2 and 3. But figuratively, his garments going to be red because of that. Figuratively. It's not Yahushua is going to come down here and be stepping on people and he's going to get their blood all over. Figuratively. For I will tread them in mine anger and trample them in my fury. I have trodden the wine press alone. So when Yahushua come back, we'll know. The elect will know when they're saved. But when Yahushua come back, he might be, you know, you go to war, it's like, leave him to me. Only I'm fighting him. Might be like that when Yahushua come back. Might go to Archangel and the other angels. They'll be across the world.
That's right.
However it goes down. The elect will know when they're saved. Isaiah chapter 63 verse 4. For the day of vengeance is in mine heart, and the year of my redeemed is come. Was Yahushua going to redeem? He's going to redeem his elect. Didn't know that. For the day of vengeance is in my heart. Yahushua is thinking about when he come back. And the day of my redeemed is come. Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 68, I think it is.
I got you. Matthew 25 and 31.
When
When the Son of Man shall come in his glory, and all the holy angels with him, then shall he sit upon the throne of his glory.
So come in his glory. You see, traveling in the greatness of his strength. This that glory in his power in verse 1 of Isaiah chapter 63. It's going to be magnificent and glorious. Second one was all his holy angels. And his Father's glory. That one.
I got you.
It's going to be magnificent when Yahushua come back. Surely, we don't know what it's going to look like. But we know it's going to be magnificent. It's going to be amazing. We teach.
That's right here. Matthew chapter 16, verse 27. For the Son of Man shall come in the glory of his Father with his angels, and then he shall reward every man according to his works.
Khan, for the Son of Man shall come in his glory of his Father with his angels. It's going to be magnificent with his angels. Now, saying we don't know until what's going to look like. 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 9. For we know in part, and we prophesy in part. We know Yahweh is going to come back, and when he comes back, you're going to know about it. It's not going to be like, well, did he come back? I don't know. Go look up in the sky.
We're
Let's
gonna
see.
know. Everybody's
Let's see.
gonna know.
I don't know. No, you're going to know. It's going to be magnificent. What did Yahweh say? As lightning coming from heaven. Get that one. I was thinking, because when lightning comes, you know. It's like, is there lightning outside? I don't know. Go outside and look. You standing out there looking in the sky. It's like, I don't know. But when that lightning come down, you're going to know. There ain't going to be no, maybe it's not. Maybe it is. You're going to know. And when Esau's rulership goes down, you're going to know too. And I beheld Satan as lightning fall from heaven. It's going to go down quick, Esau's rulership. His power. And when lightning strikes, what's it go with? Thunder, the loud noise. It goes with a bang. It's going to be bang. When y'all should come out, it's going to be loud. It's going to be popping in a way that the world has never seen it popping.
Matthew 27 and 24. Yep.
Red letter.
Yep, red letter, Matthew 27 and 24. For as the lightning cometh out of the east and shineth even unto the west, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be.
It's going to be magnificent.
Wonderful.
Lightning is quick too.
Mm-hmm.
If you notice. It's going to be suddenly as a thief in the night.
Exactly.
Watch and pray. Could you get that?
Yes.
My other brother gets that in Deuteronomy 28 verse 68, and Yahweh shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, America, by the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again, and there you shall be sold unto your enemies for born men and born women, and no man shall buy you. Buy you meaning to redeem you. If you go into the Hebrew, qanah, as in Isaiah 63 verse 4, Yahweh is going to redeem his elect. It's not buying you off of auction blocks. No man shall redeem you.
That's right.
Huh, did you get it?
2 Peter 3 and 10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up.
Con. So come as a thief in the night, suddenly, like lightning. And if you go on a verse, 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 11, seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness? You go into conversation there, it's going to be referring to your manner of life. So how you live your life. That's what it's going to be going into. Looking for, verse 12, looking for and hastening unto the coming of the day of Yahweh, wherein the heavens being on fire, that sounds intimidating, shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. Nuclear missiles on that day, ICBM, right. They're going to melt the elements with fervent heat. Think of a nuclear missile and it blows up like a mini sun.
Mm-hmm.
The heavens on fire. That's
mini suns blowing up all over Babylon. Now that's a sight to behold.
You're like you're gonna get to see that sight. I'll get that.
I'm gonna get that.
And with the
only with thine
eyes. That's one too.
I'm going right now.
I remember. All right. Nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for a new heavens and a new earth, wherein dwelleth righteousness. A new earth. The earth ain't gonna go boom, Death Star style. No, new, refreshed. The earth abideth forever.
Psalms 91 and verse 8. Only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked.
It's singing God.
And it's gonna be beautiful that day.
Rejoice over her. Remember, rejoice. Mm-hmm. Don't be sad. Singing the song of Moses. All right, let's get that one. Revelation chapter 15, verse 2. All right, 2. And I saw as it were a sea of glass mingled with fire, and them that had gotten the victory over the beast and over his image and over his mark, the mark of the beast,
yeah.
right hand or left hand, or on the forehead, meaning the brain, CHIP. The mark of the beast in the hand is the RFID, CHIP. And over his and over the number of his name, standing stand on the sea of glass, having the harps of the Most High, Yahweh. And they sing the song of Moses, the servant of Most High Yahweh, the song of the Lamb is who? Yahweh Shai, saying, Great and marvelous are thy works, Lord God Almighty. Just and true are thy ways, thou King of saints. In order to be of the saints, you have to be an Israelite. That is not referring to any other nations. Right. Verse 4, Who shall not fear thee, O Lord, and glorify thy name, for thou art holy, for all nations shall come and worship before thee, for thy judgments are made manifest. Now the Most High's true name is not God, it is Yahweh. So, great and marvelous are thy works, Lord, power almighty, just and true are thy ways, thou King of saints. So, where was we? Revelation chapter 18, verse 8. Revelation 18, verse 8. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, surely one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire. Strong is the Lord God who judgeth her. Strong is the Lord Yahweh who judgeth her. So, it's going to come in one day. And if you go on, it's going to say 1 hour. I believe it is. Because, Babylon's going to be destroyed. For in 1 hour is thy... Could you get that?
Judgment come. Yep, Babylon in 1 hour.
And the kings who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament for her, and they shall see the smoke of her burning. That's something to think about. This is going to be a magnificent destruction. So anywhere across the world, that's some destruction right there. One thought, like say you're in South America, when it hits night, you're going to see the fire. This is going to be a lot of fire, because America is a big place. That's a lot of fire. That's a lot of glowy at night. Standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, Alas, alas, that great city, Babylon, that mighty city, here it is. For in 1 hour is thy judgment come. Take you 1 hour to do dishes.
Maybe some laundry, or walk your dog, or clean something in the house.
Maybe sitting on the toilet. Just about 1 hour, that's quick. And the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her, for no man buyeth their merchandise any more. The merchandise of gold and silver and precious stones, and of pearls and fine linen and purple and silk and scarlet, and all thine, how do you pronounce this? Thyine wood, and all manner vessels of ivory, and all manner vessels of most precious wood, and of brass and iron and marble. Cinnamon and odors and ointments and frankincense and wine and oil and fine flour and wheat and beasts and sheep and horses and chariots and slaves and souls of men. Souls of men. Wow. Alright, slaves. We're still slaves in captivity and souls of men. When there's people that sell to the Illuminati. Souls of men.
The souls of men.
They have to do that gate.
Sell out. They gotta go through
they
gotta go through abomination acts and practices to keep climbing higher and higher and higher for that status.
And something else the Apostle Paul say, success.
Yes.
I ain't going into detail. I don't know. And the fruits that thy soul lusted after are departed from thee, and all things which were dainty and goodly are departed from thee, and thou shalt find them no more at all. That's it for Babylon, destroyed.
It's over.
Ain't no coming back. We shall rebuild the desolate places. No, they ain't gonna build nothing. It shall live in the Malachi chapter 4 verse 1, I believe it. Go there. Neither root nor branch. So you cut down a plant, you cut down a tree, you leave them roots in there, it still come up out the tree stump. There's gonna be nothing left. The merchants of these things which were made rich by her shall stand afar off for the fear of her torment, weeping and wailing. Standing afar off for the fear of her torment.
When they see Babylon go up and burn in smoke with nuclear fire, they're going to be afraid and affrighted. Malachi 4:1. 4. Behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all that proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble. And the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith the Lord of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch.
God, I wouldn't want to. You wouldn't want to go there next to balance your spiritual powers to take all the heat and then the radiation on top.
Because it's gonna affect and see what talks about neither root nor branch. The root part of it, the root is going to kill it at the root, so it can't grow and come back again. It's going to be complete. And any of those that are talking about that when we're in the kingdom, that Esau is going to rise up, or what they said, Russia or somebody was going to rise up against us again. That is not going to happen. That's bogus.
Slacky, we gotta cut it because it's storage space. We should be back. Yo, what about you, man? Willing. All right, we're back.
Salakia, yeah, we're back. Yeah, it was Gog and Magog that I think
we would have to surrender to Gog and Magog.
It was somebody I don't.
It was Gog and Magog. All right, Gog and Magog's gonna rise up against us in the kingdom and take us down. No, we have to surrender. There ain't
no, there is no surrender. There is nobody coming back to put us in another captivity or to subdue us. That's going to be over when Babylon is destroyed.
The powers that we're going to possess in the kingdom is going to be, that's just a slaughter for one man. All right, brother, go out there and take everybody out.
Exactly.
We'll watch you. The brother out there playing with people.
Why would the Most High give us spiritual powers, immense spiritual powers, just to be subdued to somebody or have to surrender to somebody else? That makes no sense.
We would have to.
That's that's confusion. That's what that is.
We have
confusion.
To surrender. We have to surrender. We surrender. That's what they would have to do. Because there's no way the children can possess spiritual powers.
Brother, what scripture you want? I remember you doing
Revelation chapter 18
and 13,
verse 15. We'll start at 16.
Okay. 16. And saying, Alas, alas, that great city that was clothed in fine linen and purple and scarlet and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls. And that's what they did. They took everybody else's stuff, stole everybody else's riches and wealth, and put it in themselves and gave it to themselves and act like they're the ones that had it or manufactured it or patented it.
On a literal scale, they the Queen of England, all right, she took the India. They wanted they bad.
She went to India and she took one of the jewels, a precious jewel, and put it on that stupid crown, and act like they're the ones that had it the whole time. They're a bunch of thieves. See, that's the thief. The thief cometh not but to steal, kill, and to destroy.
And that was with England. America, you can see the way they did their stuff, how everything is all magnified, as you see in 16. Verse 17. For in 1 hour so great riches is come to naught, and every shipmaster and all the company and ships and sailors, and as many as trade by sea stood afar off, and cried when they saw the smoke of her burning, saying, What city is like unto this great city? And they cast dust on their... Wait a minute. Get that one. You are a partaker, Asia. Because you go to China. And
right.
You went Hong Kong. And it looked like America. It really does if you go looking it up. The Chinese have based their stuff off of what Esau did.
Yes, they have.
If you go in Psalm 83,
you can see it in Shanghai.
Yeah,
Shanghai is one of the cities that looks like a city that would look like in America.
Yeah, maybe it was Shanghai, not Hong Kong. I don't know, but one of them Chinese cities. If you go in Psalm 83, the list of enemies, the nation of Israel, you got Edom first. Next is Ishmael, which is the Arabs. And third is Moab. That's 3. So Moab is third on the list of the enemies of the nation of Israel. The first is Esau, Edom. Who is Edom? Edom is a so-called white man. Now you will have Israelites that will look like Edomites. They are speckled blood Israelites.
Second Ezra 15, verse 46. And thou, Asia, thou art partaker of the hope of Babylon, and art the glory of her person.
All right, let's get some pictures.
This is Asia we're talking about now. They
Shanghai
partake the hope of Babylon.
Shanghai. Let's go back one. You would think that's New York City. What did you rather say? Oh, I'm in New York.
And on top of that, in New York, there are places that look just like this. So in Brooklyn, there's a place that looks like this that's called the Promenade. And then in Manhattan, there's another place that looks like that to sit down on the benches while you're looking over the water from the Manhattan Bridge.
You take somebody to Shanghai, they don't know about it. I'm in New York. I'm having what's with these Chinese? See, Asia's partaker. China.
Whatever culture Asia tried to adopt for themselves, they dropped that to be like the Edomites. And so it even shows in their entertainment industry for their animes. If you're looking at an anime that's made by so-called Asian population, all the
Ammonites.
characters look like Edomites.
The Japanese.
Ammonite. They do that. There's
The Japanese did that
an
anime.
anime I grew up with called Inuyasha. Almost all of the characters look like Edomites or have an Edomite facial feature with long hair.
Yeah, they don't look like the
They don't look
Moabites.
like Moabites or Ammonites.
If you didn't know, Moab and Ammon came from Lot with the inbreeding thing where he got
Mhm.
drunk. So, and it shows if you look up Chinese people how they look. They look like
They
that.
have that look because they're deformed.
They got that inbred
They
look.
got that inbred look.
All right, Revelation chapter 18, verse. Where was we? Verse
Let me go back.
19. 19. Yeah, 19.
19, yeah.
And they cast dust on their heads and cried, weeping and wailing, saying, Alas, that great city wherein were made rich all that had ships in the sea by reason of her costliness, for in 1 hour is she made desolate.
It took 1 hour to get for it to be destroyed. And America made these places rich. That's why they weeping and crying, because it's going to be over. They're not going to make money anymore. They're not going to go through whatever negotiations or whatever crooked negotiations that they want to go through to make money, because then the stuff gets imported over here, and then so-called Americans have to pay X amount of dollars for something that was made and cost on a low scale amount of money, but then over here it's sold for 4, 5, maybe 6, in some cases 10 times more than what it's worth and what it was made.
Rejoice over her, thou heaven, and ye holy apostles and prophets, for Yahweh hath avenged you on her. Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai hath avenged you on her. And a mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone and cast it into the sea, saying, Thus with violence shall that great city Babylon be thrown down, and they shall be found no more at all. So that millstone, ICBM, that great millstone, ICBM, thrown down and shall be found nowhere at all. That's some good news. When it's finally destroyed, the voice of harpers and musicians and of pipers, and of pipers and trumpeters shall be heard no more at all in thee, and no craftsman of whatsoever craft he be shall be found any more in thee, and the sound of a millstone shall be heard no more at all. Alright, start from here. And the sound of a millstone shall be heard no more at all in thee, it says there. And the light of a candle shall shine no more at all in thee, and the voice of the bridegroom and of the bride shall be heard no more at all in thee, for thy merchants were the great men of the earth, for by thy sorceries were all nations deceived. And in her was found the blood of prophets and of saints and of all that were slain upon the earth. In order to be a saint of the saint, you have to be an Israelite. It's not any other nation.
Yeah, it's not those Catholic Church stained glass windows with so-called angels and stuff on there either.
I think they make Trump a saint, something that's like that. I'm serious.
Confusion.
And then what was that? The LGBTQ people. While I'm talking about, skip the precept. You know how and wild beasts of the desert shall lie there.
Okay.
Them LGBTQ something like that. They wanted God to apologize for they had said God, it was written God. They wanted God to apologize for destroying Sodom and Gomorrah.
What kind of wickedness is that? They don't got to worry about nobody apologizing, because the same way that Sodom and Gomorrah was destroyed, they're going to be destroyed too in that fire, that nuclear fire.
Being set forth as an example. You got that one? Isaiah 13
and 21.
Go to before, go to when it says Magog, I will stir up against the Medes against them. Before that, all right. One more before, I think. Yeah, that one.
Isaiah 13 and 17. Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it.
The Medes are the Russians. Referring to the Russians. Go on.
Their bows shall also dash the young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eyes shall not spare children.
Their bows. What do bows shoot? They shoot arrows.
Arrows.
What are nuclear missiles?
Missiles.
ICBMs. They're arrows. They're not going to spare. They're not going to spare the young men. They're not going to pity on the fruit of the
The
womb.
fruit of the womb.
Don't matter
and
how
no
old you are, how
children.
young you are. It don't matter. Man, children, woman, infant, child. Don't matter.
Mm-hmm.
Go on.
And Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees, excellency shall be as when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah.
That didn't happen in ancient Babylon.
Nope.
So you know that's not talking about back then.
It's not talking about ancient Babylon. It's talking about now. That was a future prophecy for now,
Con.
these days.
And you saw how Sodom and Gomorrah was destroyed by fire. So go on.
Nuclear fire is coming. It shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt from generation to generation, neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there, neither shall the shepherds make their fold there.
God, it shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation, neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there, neither shall the shepherds make their fold there. It's never going to be inhabited by humans ever again.
Mm-hmm.
You go to Revelation chapter 18, verse 21, go all the way down to 23. You see that? Babylon be thrown down, shall be found no more at all. The voice of harpers when it goes down shall be heard no more at all in thee, and the light of the killer shall shine no more at all in thee. Babylon, America's going to be desolate. And when the fire finally dies down, go on. But
wild beasts of the desert shall lie there, and their houses shall be full of doleful creatures, and owls shall dwell there, and satyrs shall dance there.
So what's going to be here when the fire finally dies down? But wild beasts of the desert shall lie there. Satyrs is a type of animal. It's not going to be some goat man dancing, running around like that Percy Jackson movie. You'll see him running, you'll go woo. No, it's a type of animal. Whereas last person, I think it is.
Yep.
And the
wild beasts of the islands shall cry in their desolate houses, and dragons in their pleasant palaces. And her time is near to come, and her days shall not be prolonged.
Shall not be prolonged. So when that fire finally dies down, however long it takes, wild beasts of the desert is going to be here, never inhabited by humans ever again. There's another scripture talking about that. What's this? Go to Isaiah, I believe it is. Ooh, I don't know where it's at. Right.
What you looking for?
The cormorant shall possess it. That's like it. There's more to it. Cormorant shall possess it. I think the land turned to tar. Isaiah 34 verse 11.
Okay.
All right, go back to. Where I start? All right, Isaiah chapter 34 verse 1. Go there. Isaiah chapter 34 verse 1. Yeah.
Okay.
Isaiah chapter 34 verse 1. Come near, ye nations, to hear, and hearken, ye people. Let the earth hear, and all that is therein, the world, and all things that come forth of it. For the indignation of Yahweh is upon all nations. All nations. Not just Edom. All nations.
All nations.
The Chinese. Don't let the Chinese... That was a joke. It was about... If we just stand still, they won't see us, and they'll just take Esau into captivity and leave us alone. No, all nations, all you nations. And his fury upon all their armies, he hath utterly destroyed them, he hath delivered them to the slaughter. Their slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of their carcasses.
Mm-hmm.
And the mountain shall be melted with their blood. And all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll, and all their hosts shall fall down as the leaf falleth off from the vine, and as a falling fig from the fig tree. Rolled together as a scroll. Mushroom cloud from the ICBM, the nuclear missile. It's going to be intense heat. Anything that get weighing caught of that is going to be dissolved, except for Yahushua and the angels and the chariots and the elect. But my sword shall be bathed in heaven, ICBM intergalactic ballistic missile.
There you go, the ballistic missiles.
Now they give detail. It starts from lower, then it goes up, and then it comes down. So it does go to up. But my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down. Goes up, then it comes down. Upon Idumea. Idumea is referring to Edom. And upon the people of my cuss, the judgment. Who is the people of the cuss? Esau. It's going to go up and go come down upon Idumea, America. Get that one. Does the Lord have to sacrifice in Bozrah?
Yes.
It's lucky. I'm at it right now. No. Isaiah,
that's how we was trying to get it so fast.
Holy Spirit.
Spirit.
Isaiah 34 verse 6. The sword of Yahweh is filled with blood. It is made fat with fatness, and with the lamb, and with the blood of lambs and goats, with the fat of the kidneys of rams. For Yahweh hath a sacrifice in Bozrah and a great slaughter in the land of Idumea. The land of Idumea. Idumea is the Greek word for Edom. It's going to take place in America.
That's right.
So what's this lambs, goats, and stuff you see here? This is referring to the people figuratively. And the unicorns shall come down with them, and the bullocks with the bulls, and their land shall be soaked with blood, and their doves made fat with fatness. So you see, that's the people. For it is the day of the Lord's vengeance. The word Lord for here is referring to the Most High Yahweh. You see, it's all caps. For it is the day of the Lord's vengeance and the year of recompenses for the controversy of Zion. The controversy of Zion. So the Israelites, the controversy of the Israelites. And the streams thereof shall be turned into pitch, and the dust thereof into brimstone, and the land thereof shall become burning pitch. So, look at missiles. You got Yahushua. Come shoot laser beam down. However many laser beams it is. There's going to be a lot of missiles. This place is going to be burnt up with fire, just burnt and burnt and burnt. Oh, it's plain. It shall not be quenched night nor day. The smoke thereof shall go up forever. From generation to generation it shall lie waste. None shall pass through it forever and ever. You saw before in Isaiah, it's never going to be inhabited by humans. When the fire finally dies down, what's going to be here? But wild beasts of the desert shall lie there. It's going to be burnt. Wherever the angels go, and they're going to be shooting their laser beams with America and stuff, where however it all goes down, the elect will know when they are delivered.
Yes.
But the calmer and the bittern shall possess it. The owl also and the raven shall dwell in it, and he shall stretch out upon it the line of confusion and the stones of emptiness. Line of confusion, stones of emptiness. So, where's New York City? There's lines, Michigan, all that. You ain't gonna know where was where.
Where it was where. There's no borders.
It's gonna be melted. It's gonna be
all
like
gonna be
mixed
melted and
however
mixed
it goes. And
there's a lot of other things that's gonna be happening too when those nuclear missiles come down. It's gonna anything that was an inactive volcano, so to speak, that's gonna get activated.
Oh my goodness!
It's gonna be just complete nuclear fire and all over the place, and nothing is gonna be the way it was after that. So everything that you see on the map with borders of New York, Colorado, and those other places, all of that is going to be completely gone, destroyed.
This is some indignation, because what if you Duke Yellowstone with that supermassive, it's going to just boom.
The geysers.
You're going to just...
Geysers is going
You
up
don't want to
too.
get caught in that. They shall call the nose thereof to the kingdom, but none shall be there, and all her princes shall be nothing. And thorns shall come up in her palaces, nettles and brambles in the fortresses thereof, and it shall be an habitation of dragons and a court for owls. The wild beasts of the desert shall also meet with the wild beasts of the island, and the satyr, pepper animal, shall cry to his fellow. The screech owl also shall rest there, and find herself a place of rest. There shall the great owl make her nest, and lay and hatch and gather under her shadow. There shall the vultures also be gathered, every one with her mate. Seek ye out of the book of Yahweh and read. No one of these shall fail, none shall want her mate. For my mouth it hath commanded, and his spirit hath gathered them. Are these... You ask a Muslim. Alright, Muslimini, whatever you are, tell me what's going to happen in these latter days. The scriptures, none shall want her mate. So don't be going to these other books, these other philosophies, these Muslims
That's right.
looking for stuff.
We don't need anything else but these scriptures to let us know what's going to be happening, what's going on now, and what will come. We don't need any other sources to back up or to prove or to validate what we're reading or what we're teaching. It's all right here.
And you see this is how it's written in the scriptures, it's written in no other book.
That's right.
And these scriptures are written in great even Alexander the Great is in the scriptures.
In great detail, especially when you read the book of Maccabees and you get that information.
Esther,
there was information in the book of Maccabees that I learned that I never learned in school or college.
Esther, I believe that was the Medes and the Persians. Alexander the Great's 4 generals, 4 fowls, 4 heads, which was Cassandra, Ptolemy, Seleucus, Antigonus. Hopefully I'm pronouncing the names correctly. You see, when he died, it was divided amongst those 4. The book of Daniel, you see how it was written. And that was before Alexander the Great.
Right.
The Roman Empire, it was diverse from all the others. Roman, all right, so you got kings and princes, so that's how it was before the Romans came. The king dies, the prince takes over. When the Romans came in, they did like the word, I don't know what the word, America, presidents, how they have their senates and all that. That's how Rome did. So you can really see how America is Rome 2.0.
Yep, in this reincarnation.
This is the last kingdom before Yahushua establishes his kingdom. This will probably be the last finishing scriptures. Get the stone filled the whole earth. That one in Daniel.
I know what
Yahushua is going to rule over all and everything. The only one above Yahushua is called Yahweh. There is nobody else above Yahushua. Everybody's under him. Michael the Archangel, so on down. You got the left-hand side with Satan, so on down. Israelites are going to be underneath Yahushua in the kingdom. They're going to rule in this world, the Israelites, but they're going to be underneath Yahushua. It's going to be wondrous, marvelous. All right. Daniel chapter 2, verse 32. This image's head was of fine gold, and his breasts and his arms of silver, his belly and his thighs of brass. So, head of fine gold, Neo-Babylonian Empire. Head of fine gold, his breasts and his arms of silver. His breasts and his arms of silver, Medes and the Persians. His belly and his thighs of brass was to Alexander the Great, the Greek Empire. His legs of iron, his feet of part iron and part clay. His legs of iron, Roman Empire. His feet, part of iron and part of clay. You got NATO and the EU. Thou sawest till that a stone was cut out without human hands. It's like without hands. Cut out without hands, it says, not human hands, without hands. Would smote the image upon his feet that were of iron and clay and break them into pieces. So if you want to take somebody down to fight, how do you do it? Some might say shoot him in the head, take him. No, just go for his feet.
Go for his feet,
and then he falls.
Knock him down.
Go for the feet. It's gonna come down. Then was the iron, the clay, the brass, the silver, and the gold broken to piece together. The kingdoms. The scriptures also talk about these different kingdoms in order too, as well. So all these other kingdoms, they're going to be broken to pieces together. And became like the chaff of the summer threshing floor, and the wind carried them away, that no place was found for them. Never again going to rule, none of that. It's going to be done and done away with. It's going to be like a bad dream you woke up from, and you'll never go in that dream again. There's actually a scripture about that. We would be like them that dream. Find that?
Yeah.
Carried them away, that no place was found for them, and the stone that smote the image became a great mountain and filled the whole earth. So, for to Yahushua, when he come back, the kingdom of heaven is going to come to earth. Yahushua is going to rule that kingdom. And the elect are going to rule with Yahushua, joint heirs. Through the elect, the 2/3 are going to come back, and so all Israel shall be saved.
That's right.
All right.
When those are the 2/3 that has come back into the kingdom as our children.
Khan.
Psalm 126, first verse. When the Lord turned again the captivity of Zion, we were like them that dream.
The Zion, the Israelites.
Israelites.
Yep. So this place is like a bad dream. Get the one all Israel shall be saved to prove it.
Absolutely.
All right. Right now. All right. You know the whole mountain filled the whole earth, and Daniel chapter 7 verse 13. I saw in the night visions, and behold, one like the Son of Man, Yahweh came with the clouds of heaven. Clouds refer to chariots, and came to the Ancient of Days. The Ancient of Days is who? The Father Yahweh. The Father Yahweh has no beginning and no ending.
That's right.
The Father Yahweh created Yahweh. Yahweh has a beginning. And they brought him near before him. And there was given him dominion and glory and a kingdom. Great mountain filled the whole earth. And a kingdom that all people, nations, and languages should serve him. His dominion is an everlasting dominion which shall not pass away, and his kingdom that which shall not be destroyed.
Romans 11:26. And so Israel shall be saved. As it is written, there shall come out of Zion the deliverer, and shall turn away ungodliness from Jacob. Verse 27. For this is my covenant unto them, when I shall take away their sins. And that's going to happen in the kingdom. We are not going to go off anymore. The word of Yahweh Shai will be within us, and will be teaching the other nations. We'll no longer be teaching our brethren. We'll be actually, because in that day we're all going to know, we'll be teaching the nations.
They're going to have to force to follow the laws, statutes, and commandments. We're going to be the new covenant in the kingdom. And Luke chapter 19 verse 27. Could you just look up if it's red letter real quick?
Luke 19:27.
Yeah, I believe it's red letter. But those my enemies which would not that I should reign over them, bring hither and slay them before me. So anybody doesn't want to submit under Yahweh,
They'll be put to death.
there it is. And I said, and prove all things, prove all Israel shall be saved in the scriptures. 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 verse 21. Prove all things, hold fast that which is good.
Hand me that.
This one. And Israel shall be saved. All right. And so all Israel shall be saved, as is written. They shall come of Zion, the deliverer. Who is that? They shall come to Zion, the deliverer. Who is that? Yahweh. And shall turn away ungodliness from Jacob. Who is that? Yahweh. When Yahweh come back, deliver his elect, they get changed. They're going to be turned away from ungodliness. Never going to sin again. They're going to be under the new covenant.
Yeah, that's red letter.
And Luke chapter 19 verse 27 is red letter. What's the NLT say?
That is.
It's the NLT. What's that say?
Yes, the king replied, and to those who use well what they are given, even more will be given. But from those who do nothing, even what little they have will be taken away.
Wait, Luke 19:27 says that?
26, you said. Oh, you want 27?
Yeah, 27.
Oh, 27. And as for these enemies of mine who didn't want me to be their king, bring them in and execute them right here in front of me. There you go.
Any last words, scriptures, brother?
No, brother. That's ending on that is good for me, because anybody that doesn't want to serve Yahweh Shai when we in the kingdom.
All right. With that note,
Halal Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai by Hashem Rakakadash. Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahweh Shai.
Double honor to other Jima's great wisdom. Shalom.
Shalom.